Shemai, Bernui Adi Mrs. King. My name is Mrs. King and I have created this video to update Year 8 parents of the upcoming trip to Llangrannog on the 12th of February to the 14th of February 2025. So during this video I will go through a few key items and give you some information regarding the trip. I've already met with the students and given them a lot of information about what we will be doing in Llangrannog, but this is just to give you, to share some of that information with you as parents. So in terms of our travel arrangements, we are travelling to Llangrannog with Edwards coaches. Students will need to arrive in school on Wednesday the 12th of February at 7:40 a.m. and they should go straight to the main hall. In the main hall, I will be taking a register and I will organise the students into groups for our journey down on the buses. We have 2 coaches, so students will be split into 2 bus groups. We will be aiming to depart Llangrannog School at around 8:15 to 8:30, ready for our journey down to Llangrannog, and we will stop in Pont Abraham services en route. In that stop, students will be able to use the bathroom and they will be able to use the shops and the facilities there to buy anything that they feel like they need. The aim is that we will be arriving at Llangrannog at around 11:30 in the morning, so 11:30. When we arrive, the students will have a talk with the centre staff. They will share their expectations with the students and they will talk them through anything important that they need to be aware of. Students will be assigned their rooms, so students will be taken to their accommodation and given time to settle in. They will also have a fire drill and we will then have lunch, and then we will out onto a full afternoon of activities after our food. On our journey back on Friday the 14th of February, we will have activities in the morning, we will be having lunch in Llangrannog and we will be leaving at 1:30 in the afternoon. We should be arriving back home in Llangrannog at around 4:30 on that Friday, but we will of course update you throughout the journey of our estimated time of arrival because it is dependent on the traffic. We have a jam-packed few days in Llangrannog and the students will have plenty of opportunities to do activities. We have a daytime and a nighttime schedule of activities, and some of those activities include bushcrafting, a beach walk, skiing, tobogganing, quad biking, abseiling and using the tower wall, swimming, high ropes and go-karts, just to name a few. Knowing the list of activities that the students are going to get to experience will help with their packing. I've already shared a packing list with you previously, but I have included a picture of it in this video. But just a couple of points then just to be mindful of. Students will need a sleeping bag. The centre provides a pillow but not a sleeping bag, so please ensure that students have one of those with them on the Wednesday when they come to Llangrannog School. They will need swimwear and a towel. Swimming is on our list of things to be doing, and a bag for the wet items to be kept in, because if they do swimming on the Wednesday afternoon, then those items are going to be remaining wet until they come home on the Friday. Lots of students have said they don't want to do the swimming, which is absolutely fine if they don't want to. However, I would hate for them to get down there and for them to change their mind. So I've advised students to bring their swimwear and a towel and they can make the decision then on the day. In terms of clothes, I suggest layers. They want to be able to take them off then if they're inside or if they get too warm when they were out on activities. They will need footwear suitable for outdoor use and indoor use. Obviously, if they're wearing old trainers and it is raining on the Wednesday afternoon, then those trainers are going to be wet for the use of Thursday and Friday. And so just think about maybe if they've got wellies are a good idea. And then a clean pair of trainers for indoor use, so they're not wearing their same wet and muddy trainers for indoors. They also need nightwear and toiletries. The centre has asked please for no aerosols, as this can be a hazard in the dormitories. It's always a good idea as well to pack a black bag for dirty and wet clothes. That way students can put all of their dirty and wet wear straight into their black bag and they can bring that home for you on the Friday. A few more points then just to cover. We do have access to the shop on one of our evenings, where students may want to purchase some of the items in the shop. There's also hot drinks available to purchase outside of meal times. So students may want to bring a small amount of cash with them to be used in the shop and to purchase drinks. In terms of meals, there are 4 meals a day. Dietary requirements are catered for, and these have already been disclosed on the medical forms. I've already passed this information on to the centre, so any dietary requirements and allergies they are aware of. When students arrive on the Wednesday, they will be issued with a card which clearly states their allergy or their dietary requirement. And then when students are collecting food in the canteen, they just need to show this card to the member of staff who is serving them. Mobile phones has been a hot topic of conversation. Mobile phones are allowed. The students may want them for their journey down to listen to music, etc. However, the centre and the school are not liable for any damage or loss. These items are not covered under the school travel insurance, so please bear that in mind if you choose to allow your child to bring their phone. The phone is the responsibility of the students. If they need to bring chargers for it, and they are going to be spoken about regarding the use of their mobile phone. Any child who is using their phone for something which is deemed to be inappropriate or not a sensible use of their mobile phone whilst we are there, we will be confiscating the mobile phone, and the phone will then be returned to the student on the journey home so that they can update you of our estimated time of arrival. I have advised the students that if they are going to bring their phone, then they do not take them out on activities, because if they fall on activities or and it ends up getting broken, then they're going to be rather disappointed. Medication is our last point. Please make sure that all medication is labelled and the information has been disclosed on the medical forms. If you do need a new medical form because anything has changed, please let me know and I will make sure this gets home to you before the trip. If students need staff supervision to take the medication, then this should be arranged before the trip with myself. If you are aware that your child suffers from travel sickness, please can travel sickness medication be taken before the journey on the Wednesday, and make sure that they have some to take with them before our journey home on the Friday. It's also a fantastic idea, please, to pack something in their bag and that students will be able to use on the bus journey down. So travel sickness bags, tissues, a drink of water, etc. In terms of luggage, students will be able to take a small suitcase or a big sports bag for their clothing, and then obviously a backpack or a rucksack for the bus, where they can put anything that they need access to on the bus journey down. If you do have any questions that I have not covered, please don't hesitate to email me. My email address is in this video on the screen at the moment. Also, I will be aiming to update our X page, formerly Twitter. I'll be aiming to update this during our stay with pictures and statements, and sharing all of the fun activities that the students are taking part in on our X page. So please make sure that you follow the Welsh pages that are on the screen there, at Crossy Cymraeg or at Mrs. King_Cymraeg. We very much hope that your child enjoys their trip to Llangrannog. I'm very much looking forward to it myself. If you do have any questions or any issues, please get in touch. Diolch yn fawr.